Hi, welcome to Jovie's home. I post new videos every Tuesday and sometimes Thursday. Today we're doing a really special episode because it's another expert and expat, and today I am joined by my favorite dentist in the Netherlands, the lovely Dr. Charmaine Harris, who is going to be talking to us a little bit about what it's like to be a dentist in the Netherlands and maybe educate us on some things that you and I didn't know. So if that sounds good to you, why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. Dr. Harris, thank you so much for being here on the show.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Dr. Harris, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Jovie Harris. I'm from England. I've lived there, born there, raised there. I've travelled a lot and eventually ended up here in Holland. I'm married now to Michael, a German. So that's why we're here, finding a place which is, third nation.
I understand that. That's the same as me and my husband. So, nice. So for those of you who maybe don't know, Dr. Harris is actually my dentist. Like, you are, we know each other like this.
Yes.
So I'm really, really excited to have you on the show because in like our discussions and everything, you have taught me so much about dentistry in the Netherlands that I didn't know about, and I really hope that that's something that we can share with the audience. So, like, one of the first things that you sat me down and talked to me about was Dutch dental insurance. How does that work? Can you explain to us?
Dental insurance in the Netherlands is quite simple. You have your basic medical insurance, and you can choose any medical insurance company that you wish.
Yeah.
Each company has different packages that you can choose, and dentistry would be in an extra package, so on top of your basic medical insurance.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance will cover you from anywhere from 250 euros per year to up to maybe 1,150 euros per year, depending on what you choose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it obligatory to have dental insurance?
It's not obligatory. You have to have medical insurance, the basic medical.
Yeah.
But dental is an extra. So basically, you would decide for yourself, is it more interesting to pay your premium every month and then have the cover that you've chosen? Or would you like to save that money, and when you need the dentist, you pay yourself?
Yeah.
It is quite handy to have insurance because, of course, you don't know what's going to happen. There could be something unexpected. But what I like to do with patients is discuss what is their dental situation now and what do I anticipate they may need for the next insured year. And it's a discussion that we can have, but I don't give advice on which insurance should you take.
That's very proactive, though. That's really, you can say, like, I can foresee that maybe next year you'll need a root canal or something, and that's very expensive. So.
Yes. There are patients, for example, who have a lot of gum issues, gum disease, and this can be quite a costly treatment. And so I would advise them, come and see the hygienist at least every 3 months or every 4 months, and those costs can add up. So it is sometimes handy to have that insurance. However, for children, 17 years and under, pretty much everything is covered, except orthodontics, where parents would have to pay about 20% of the costs if the parents have the full package of dental insurance, depending on the insurance company. But in general, for children, everything is covered. A lot of expats don't know that and sometimes keep their children away until it's really necessary, which is quite a shame because they are covered as long as the parents have basic medical insurance.
Yeah, so even if they have cavities or whatever...
All covered.
All covered.
All covered.
So just to summarize, if you have basic medical insurance, children under the age of 17, their dental work is covered.
Yes, which is really great.
Yeah.
The idea is that you have a child from the age that the teeth are up until 17 or up until your 18th birthday. Everything is covered so that you will be an adult with a good oral health, which is really, really important. So in our practice, we really try to give a lot of attention to the children, tell them how to brush their teeth, what type of diets they should follow, really supporting their oral education from birth, 6 months, I say. When your child is 6 months, bring them to me. So 6 months old until your 18th birthday, and hopefully in adulthood they'll have a healthy dentition. Yeah.
Wow, so that's really interesting. I always thought it was when they turn like 2 or 3 that you start bringing them, but you're saying like when that first tooth pokes out, come see you.
Yes.
That's interesting.
This was quite common in Holland, and actually even in England where I come from, that at about 2 years old you might make the first visit to the dentist, but by that age you've already got all of your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to see babies when they're 6 months old. It's just getting to know you, getting to know the environment. Maybe there's an older brother or sister, they will watch the other one being treated, and it becomes just a normal part of life, not this scary thing that it used to be.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to be part of your normal day-to-day activities, well, every 6 months. Yeah, and then hopefully we don't have any problems.
Yeah. It's so different than my own experience growing up as a child in Serbia. Like, I think that the first time I went to the dentist, I was 6 or 7 years old when I had all these cavities, and this was in Canada.
Yeah.
So, well, luckily they just numbed me completely, but like I can imagine how traumatic it would be that your first visit to a dentist is when you have a problem.
This really is quite traumatic even for me, because I love the children, and if the first time I'm going to say hello to you, I'm also drilling in your mouth, we've missed something there.
Yeah.
So if I've seen a child at 6 months old, I've seen them when they're 1 year old, 1.5, I can often say to the parents, hey, be careful, there's a very small cavity growing here. What can we do to prevent it getting bigger? What can we change at home with the diet? Are we bottle feeding with something sugary in a bottle, for example? How can we help you to help your child to prevent them needing any active invasive treatment from me?
Yeah, that's great. Let's switch a little bit from the kids back to the adults.
Sure.
Typically, what is like, for a normal, regular, healthy adult, how often would you expect to see them, and how much do you think that would cost around per year?
If we had an adult who didn't have any cavities, no serious gum disease, they would come to the dentist, let's say, twice a year, and also see the hygienist at the same time. Imagine we took x-rays once a year, which we wouldn't do. I mean, generally speaking, we'd take x-rays once every 2 years if necessary. But average costs would be around 250 euros per year. So for somebody who has come, they're completely disease-free, no caries, no gum disease, 250 euros per year is basic.
Yeah.
That should be enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, the minute you need to have one cavity, fillings in Holland could range from 45 euros up to 95 euros, depending on the size of the filling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's switch a little bit now to some of that international focus that we have talked about in the past. Like, what have you noticed? Because you've worked as a dentist in the UK.
Yes.
In Belgium.
Yes. The Falkland Islands as well.
Islands.
That was different.
Yeah, and now here.
And now here.
What are some issues that you've noticed, like for expats, or some international issues, or what? Just.
I think what's often difficult for expat families is finding their feet. For many families, it can take up to a year before they know, where am I going to live? Where am I working? Which school are my children going to? Do we have friends? How do we navigate the system? Here at One World Dental, we try to make it as easy as possible. So we will help hold your hand in the process of getting your first appointment. We have everything for you in English. We will make all your cost estimates also in English if you need that, just to make it as easy as possible. We do speak a few different languages here, some very well, some a little bit patchy. But here we have English, obviously, Dutch for Dutch patients, of course. We have Arabic speakers, we have Swahili speakers, sometimes a bit of Spanish and German. Italian we have a little bit of, if necessary. So we do have a few languages to make it easier for those patients who've just arrived, but especially for the children.
Yeah.
Most expats, adults, do speak English, but for the children, obviously, they don't always speak English so well, so we try to help where we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of languages in one practice.
That's not all inside me. That's in the team.
Very international team.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Oh, also Bulgarian.
That's,
yes.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's one I think you're forgetting.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bulgarian as well, and I think a little bit of Serbian on a good day.
On a great day? No, on all days she speaks Serbian. We spoke earlier about like the average cost for a year, a regular person. How are your prices as compared to another dentist's prices?
That's what makes it very interesting for consumers. of dental services in Holland. All dentists are using exactly the same tariffs. They're set by the Dutch Health Authority, and every year those prices are slightly tweaked. So if you go to me, an examination is exactly the same price as every single dentist in the country. So there is no difference in prices. Of course, how a dentist builds up a treatment plan might differ because we all have our own opinion on what could be done for you, but the prices remain the same.
I do want to send a quick shout out to our sponsor, which is the ToothWave toothbrush, and now to future Jovie, who will tell you all about her experience using the Silken ToothWave toothbrush. Thank you so much to Silken ToothWave for sponsoring this section of today's video. If you are like me, somebody who has tried using electric toothbrushes in the past, but didn't like how they felt, I want to tell you that this one feels different. It is the first and only toothbrush with dental RF technology. This toothbrush is also able to whiten your teeth. Besides removing plaque, it can also reduce tartar, stains, discoloration, and help with gum inflammation and gum bleeding. How does it actually feel? Well, it feels freaking lovely, okay? It feels lovely. I love that there are 3 different settings. This is the first setting, middle setting, and this is the loudest that it gets. It's like a really quiet toothbrush. You cannot see it moving, but it's moving, it's doing stuff. You don't have to do this. You just kind of sit it and let it do its thing. And then you move it around your mouth. And it feels great. When you finish brushing your teeth feel like you've just had a cleaning at the dentist, which I love that, like super, super clean feeling. Yeah, my experience using ToothWave, and I've been using it now for 3 months. So for 12 weeks I've been using it. And I've really, really noticed myself that there are some spots in my teeth where they overlap, and that is a spot for where my tartar collects. And every time I go to the dentist, it has to be like really cleaned out. Now would be the time that I would actually go to the dentist again, and I don't see all that buildup. Like the ToothWave is the only difference, and I'm just using it like a normal, twice a day. If you're in the market for a new electric toothbrush, have a look at ToothWave. It is a Dutch brand. You are supporting a Dutch company. What more do you want? So thank you once again to Silken and for ToothWave for sponsoring this segment of today's video. I hope that you will check them out. More information is in the description box below. Now, Dr. Harris, you and I are doing something exciting together, aren't we?
Yes. So you and I are going to go on an orthodontic journey. Yes. I have a little bit of crowding with my lower front teeth, which a lot of people say, oh, that's not a problem. For me, I'm beginning to notice it more and more. And so you and I will together go through this orthodontic process. What I do not place brackets, which are the normal metal braces on your teeth. I use aligners. Now, aligners are clear plastic trays in English, yes. In Dutch, you'd call them bitches. There's a little bit of Dutch, bitches,
We got a fun word for a future video.
So you wear them for about 22 hours per day, and you already have a set of all your aligners, that's the correct word for them, from the start of your treatment all the way to the end. So at the beginning of your treatment, we will plan together what we are going to achieve. So either we take impressions of your teeth and models, and then scan the models in using a CAD/CAM system, or we scan your teeth and immediately have a 3D simulation on the computer, and we plan then where does this tooth want to move to, and this one, and then that one, and that one, and so we plan the entire treatment. So from the beginning, we know where we're going to end up. Then all the aligners are delivered to me, and we wear them every 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, and each aligner will adjust the position of your teeth by up to 1/4 millimeter every time. So it's a very slow but gradual, steady process to perfection. That's what we're going to do together.
I'm into it. Yes. All right. You guys let us know if we should vlog or document that whole journey. Because not that many adults are wearing braces on YouTube, so let us know. Great. Well, thank you. I think that was a really interesting chat that we had about all of these different topics and issues, and I hope that if you are looking for a new dentist, you will consider One World Dental and Dr. Harris.
Thank you very much.
Certainly if you're in The Hague, but it's drivable from other parts too. So, I find it really interesting, just not only the way that you approach nervous patients and children, but just you are very open and honest about everything, and it's really a pleasure to come here as a patient. So
no, I'm very happy to hear that.
Sorry, I'm just like little hearts everywhere, but yeah. So you guys, that's it I think for this video. If you have any questions, you can give One World Dental a call and schedule an appointment, or come to one of the open days, or leave a comment. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for sharing with us.
Thank you very much for coming. It's been great.
Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.